What's up, guys? It's Jasmine, but my subscribers call me Jazz. And I had a meeting earlier today with the career strategist at my school, and I asked her about my resume, and she gave me some tips on how to make it look better. So I recorded the conversation on the voice memos on my phone, and I wanted to share this with you because I think this will be good for anybody who's like me, who is going into a field that they have no experience in or no relevant experience in, and they want to learn how to make their resume look good with what they have. Just in case you don't know anything about me, here's a great video to watch as far as my life goals. But for a quick summary, I am currently doing a master's degree in sports science and rehabilitation, and my goal right now for careers is to be a college professor. So I'm preparing for all of that because I will be searching for jobs next year. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to the conversation. I have a cute little background for you to look at while you listen to the conversation. Oh, I also asked her about like CVs and cover letters, like what those are and what those are about. And so yeah, it's very simple ways to boost your resume, and I really hope it helps you guys out. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into the conversation. I'm Jasmine.
I normally don't work from my car.
Oh, it's okay. I love working in my car.
I saw your resume and I thought, if we do a video, can't look right at your resume.
Oh, okay.
And talk to you on the video because I only have my phone with me. But you're in the SSR program, right?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little more about your goals for this resume, so that way I can give you a better heads up about what you could do to make it better.
Okay, so my goals with my resume is to present myself as a good candidate for gaining experience, since I don't have any relevant experience in a teaching field. So with the experience I do have, how can I market myself as someone who is suitable for the teaching jobs I'm after?
Okay. What do you mean teaching?
I would like to teach in a kinesiology field at maybe a community college and eventually university level.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So, very cool. Okay. How far are you into this as the SSR program?
This is my second semester.
Okay. So you'll have then the fall is when you'll do your internship also. Okay, so we should probably talk about that also. Okay.
I think I plan to do, since I'm only doing 2 classes this semester, it pushes my intern to next summer.
So when I thought it looked really nice, it was really well designed, you could tell you're creative. I was like, wait, I like her.
Thank you.
She does photography too. Is that right?
Yes.
But one thing I noticed, and this is my recollection here, so because I think I can put you on hold and take another look at it. But there were a few little things that I thought you could do to spruce it up to get attention from the folks that I think you'll want to send it to next.
Okay.
And the one thing is, your education was at the bottom.
Okay.
And Logan was last. So move your education to the top of the page.
Okay.
And then put Logan first. Put everything in reverse chronological order.
Okay.
Including education.
Okay.
So emphasize that. I liked that you had certifications on there and you had skills on there. It was really well formatted. It looked really nice.
Okay.
I think you could beef up your verbs a little bit.
Okay.
So I know it said things like, I can't remember now what it said, but instead of whatever it says about, let's say, the customers that you took pictures of, you could say, greeted X number of customers hourly.
Okay.
Established rapport.
Right. Okay.
Through excellent interpersonal communications.
Okay.
So that was the one thing that I think if you can, like I said, the verbs, get a little more descriptive with your verbs.
Right.
And I'm going to make a note to send you. I have a verb list that I can send.
Awesome.
And the other thing was to scale it. So if you, at that position in Vegas, taking those pictures, you probably have tons of volume, I would imagine.
Yes.
So, it's however many people daily or, weekly. If you took photos of 300 people weekly, that's a lot of interaction. Right. So I would put a number to it. And scale in there. Okay, so let me go back to education for a second.
Okay.
So you've got University of Texas at Arlington, and then I would spell out Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science.
Okay.
2019, and just put the completion date. I would say you probably don't have to explain with your, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think you need the successfully completed a bachelor's or whatever. I don't think you need that. And one idea was if you wanted, you could put your education, well, no, I think you should put it at the top. So objective is on the left, education's on the right, and then after that is grades. But I liked your certifications and your skills over here.
Okay.
When you, on this athletic training internship, what do you mean you attended to physical needs of football athletes?
So helping them stretch, wrapping ankles, applying bandages when needed.
Okay. So stretched athletes, you'd say stretched, bandaged. You could turn all those into verbs, right?
Right, okay.
Stretched, bandaged, a team of X number of football athletes. And then that could be one statement. And then the next time when you talk about this provided alternate workouts, maybe you say it designed alternate workouts for injured athletes. I would, string together a bunch of actions and then scale it with numbers.
Okay.
Does that get you what you need for the most part, or what other questions or thoughts or
So I also have a question about what a CV is, and or also a cover letter, any tips you have on...
Oh, I gotcha. Well, okay, in terms of a CV, you can add... CVs aren't that different from resumes. They're just longer, right?
Okay.
So they can include things like papers that you've published or written.
Okay.
They can include, conferences that you've attended or presentations that you've done.
Right.
Speaking engagements. Courses that you've taught,
right,
or TA'd for, or helped with, Mostly it's, a resume and then some.
Okay. My main concern is that I don't really have anything to put on a CV because I've only ever been really in school, but not at the level of publishing and speaking to people and things of that nature.
Yeah. Well, we can start to add some class, papers and projects and things that you've written.
Okay.
That's a good place to start.
Okay.
And then, in terms of, this sort of getting into the kinesiology space, I think it would be good to, I don't know if do your faculty ever have office hours?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so if you showed up at office hours and you asked them a little bit about how they got into teaching.
Okay.
That would be a good,
okay,
kind of information gathering.
Right.
On your part. What is it that you did in order to get ready for it? How do you,
right.
How did you make your way to this space? I hope to do what you do one day,
Yes, okay.
Some of those questions.
Do you have any advice on, if I wanted to approach a professor for, let's say, a recommendation letter, how could I go about that if the relationship, let's say I do well in the class, but I only speak to them outside of class maybe once or twice about questions I have on the material? Would they really be willing to write a recommendation letter if all they could say about you is that you got good grades?
It's harder. You could ask if they need some help with a project.
Okay.
And I would definitely visit during office hours and ask questions.
Okay.
Do you have folks from undergrad or internships, you know what I mean, that would be better recommenders? And well, what do you need letters of recommendation for is a good question.
Oh, this is just a hypothetical question, just in case I end up needing some down the line. That way I can think of ways to start to build the rapport with my professors now.
Yes, and this is smart. This is good. So yeah, I would, see what you can do. But one thing I would recommend is offer to help out, or are there any projects that they would need assistance with?
Okay.
And then, down the road, people that you've worked for can be recommenders. And most of the time, you don't need letters of recommendation unless you're applying to a graduate program,
right,
or a fellowship, or some other really highly competitive. Like most careers and jobs and opportunities, they don't ask for letters of recommendation.
Okay, that's comforting.
They just ask for references. So people who would be willing to speak about your character and your intelligence and your capabilities and your reliability and your work ethic and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, awesome. All right, well, that was my main concerns.
All right, sounds good. Well, keep me posted. Revise your resume and write up a cover letter and send me one.
Okay. And
I'll be happy to take a look. All right.
Thank you.
Sounds good. All right.
Have a good one.
Take care. Yes, thanks. You too.
Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you are interested in coming of age type videos of growing up, learning the ropes of adulthood, growing into your inner self, evolving as a human being, then this is the channel for you, because that is literally what my channel is about. It's about my journey through adulthood and becoming the woman I want to be. So, for example, right here is a wardrobe playlist that I'm currently doing. I'm working on building a different new wardrobe. So subscribe if you want videos like that. I also have a new website that dives deeper into the stuff I'm going through and the tips and tricks I have for you all. So if you are interested in having someone to grow up with, this is a channel for you. Feel free to subscribe. Like this video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.